Okay, I think we're good.
You got it?
That's what we going for this time. We had to move it about 7 times because the sticker gets stuck in my butt.
You said, what are you sitting on, baby?
Poop bucket.
All of our chairs are over at Jared's.
Yeah, still wearing the same shirt.
Oh, yeah. You've been in on for a minute.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is kind of what we do here. We kind of just be in our clothes for a while.
Yeah, it smells like smoke, so I'll probably,
So you want me to take that back and wash it?
maybe.
I just got back out here.
And now what are you doing?
Now I gotta leave today to go to work.
Yeah,
So this time I'll be gone for 3 days.
Yeah.
Which, it's been a super long time.
It's been a while.
It has been.
It has been. But, I guess we'll try to speak up. We're a little far away.
Yeah.
She has to do this to get the days off for Shooting Fest. And for that, I just applaud you and I appreciate you and just, I mean, it's amazing, baby.
Keep going.
You and your Crested Butte.
Keep going.
Sweetness here.
Yeah.
She just the cutest. Her hair's looking good today.
Baby.
She just the best.
Barley likes it.
But yeah, she had to do that to be able to get the days off. We're days away from not having to talk about Shooting Fest anymore, so I promised. After that, we'll talk about the next one.
Yeah.
So we have a lot going on, to say the least, and she's leaving me, and that's what I'm going to name this video. When we have so much going on,
she's leaving.
She's leaving. No, it feels good though. Before, if she
leaving?
No.
Baby.
What I was saying was, it feels good now that before when she would leave, we were in the one truck. It feels very good to have the other truck back and fixed. I don't think we've truly talked about it. I think we talked about it in the live chat a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But,
and we, said just a little part of it on Off the Clock.
Yeah. So we'll break this down for you.
We're gonna tell him, baby.
I'm gonna tell him what I'm going through. So I kind of think it was a starter. I kind of think it wasn't a starter.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of y'all helped us out with too.
Yeah.
Point out it's probably a starter.
And we could have ordered a starter ourselves. We could have done it. We just didn't have the proper tools and space. Like the truck was literally. It's okay. The truck was literally on the street. I didn't want to work out there. I didn't want to be that guy in the neighborhood doing that. And so, plus all of our tools are mainly out here. It just one of those things. So we took it to the shop. Some people I did see in some other videos comment and said like, yep, you got the Midas touch. They ripped you off or whatever. I truly don't think so. I think they did the things and put the test and all that, and it showed the starter wasn't working. And I think that would be true if a wire's messed up. Mm-hmm. So they replaced it, and that's exactly what we would have done if we would have bought it, and then we would have still been screwed because we would put the starter on, still not know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then
because there's more.
Yeah. So then we'll forget to that, I guess. So then there were hoses. Which we knew this.
Oh, 100 has been a thing.
Yeah,
with
leaking coolant, and I feel like that just got really dark.
It did.
So coolant was leaking bad. We would buy it by the gallon, and we'd pour it in, and literally like the next day, just be a puddle. I couldn't really figure out where. We took it there, and the dude from Midas, this was right before it closed, he looked in, he's like, this model always starts leaking right here. Let's look. He looks. He said, yeah, I can see it right there. He's like, we'll check for other stuff. So I already knew right then and there. They didn't rip us off of that because I've spent more money on coolant than anything. Then they called and they said the rotors were messed up. And my first thought was like, great, got to spend another like $1,000. It's a lot of money. Like anything you do with the car is gonna be a lot of money. So I was just like, great. And my first thought was like, no, don't even replace it. It's not a big deal. Then my mind went, boop. back to when I was changing the
I was gonna
brakes.
say, when you did the brakes.
I saw it and I was just like, this is bad. So I just said, you know what? I want a reliable, we're going to call it the ranch truck.
Yeah.
We want a reliable ranch truck that we can get supplies, we can work out of, do stuff. And so if your rotors go out, then you're definitely not in a good position. So we got that done. And then I thought all was great. Well, it took a long time for them to do it. And
As you guys know, because we were like just waiting for the truck to be done to come
Yes.
back.
yeah,
And then it was like the day went by.
Yeah.
We're like, well,
they never called, never
Yeah.
nothing. And so I called the next day, and they're like, "No, we're still working on it." And I said, "That's fine, like no rush or anything, just kind of checking up." And so then they called. They said, "We got it running, everything. Come on in." So I went up there, and they said, "We replaced this, this, and this, and then also we found chewed up wires."
yeah,
And now you were paranoid.
I am paranoid. But guess what? Whenever you change the side by side,
Yeah. Okay, so the wires were chewed up, and I don't know if we said this in a video or not on Off the Clock when the truck messed up, but everyone kept saying, check the battery, make sure the terminal's good, all this and that. Well, we kept smelling like a dead animal.
yeah,
And I picked the battery up out of it. I didn't take the whole box that holds the battery in and all that out, but we saw acorns. We smelled like dead mouse or something.
yeah,
And they said underneath that was quite a few chewed up wires. And so it didn't surprise me. We found a mouse in your car.
just from it being parked out here for a couple days. It's like, dang.
Yeah, and then Jared's vehicle years back, it was squirrels, but squirrels made a nest under it, and they chewed every wire in the engine. Well, then I did the oil change on the side-by-side, and on the side-by-side, it's got plates on the bottom, so when you drive, like sticks and stuff aren't getting stuck in there. Well, where the oil filter is, you take a panel off like this. Well, there's 4 bolts, and then there's a hole in the bottom, so if water or anything gets in, it can come out. And I swear it's like that big, a small hole. And I take it off, the plate falls down, and then all of this cotton and everything, a mouse freaking.
And that is used every single day. So
Daily,
it doesn't
a
just
lot.
sit.
Yeah.
So the fact. Now I'm like just very paranoid about all of our vehicles.
Yeah, so we'll be trying
Out
to start them
here.
up, making sure if there's any mice in the engine, they dead.
Yeah.
I think some people were saying like peppermint. Mice don't like peppermint. I don't know if that's true because my mom, she made a gingerbread house back in the day. You know how
Yeah.
you put stuff on there.
Yeah.
And I remember because we would put it in the attic, like it was done, and then my mom sprayed it with like a clear coat or something, and it would last a long, long time.
That's cool.
I mean, we had like every year, and like I remember them like chewing up the peppermints or something. And I think we finally just like had to throw it away or something. But so I don't know if peppermint really is a thing, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but she is definitely paranoid now,
Man.
because that's something that if you get one chewed up wire and you can't see it, you'll never find it. We won't. It's very hard to go through, especially depending on the vehicle or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Jared's, the four-wheeler that Jared burned up, that one has wires. I actually rigged it, and it starts. The starter just won't turn off. So it cranks up, and then it's like just nonstop. So I went through the wires on that because they're burnt and stuff. It's a nightmare when you deal with wires and they go to engines and computers and chips and
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do about this, but
yeah. So hopefully everything just be good. Just kind of just what you gotta do is cross your fingers, hope it's good.
yeah.
But it does feel good to have the truck back. It's driving great. I'm okay with paying what we did for the truck. I feel like they did a very good job. I feel like the tow truck service did a very good. I think we got lucky all around because there's shady tow truck people and shady shops, and I've dealt with it. I told you stories.
Yes.
Nightmare stories. So just very grateful for that. But Moral of the story is she has to go to work for a few days, and Shoot
Yeah.
Dang Fest is coming up.
That's right.
So that's all you needed to know for this whole video. But
This whole video.
we appreciate you sticking around. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to tell them anything?
Thanks, guys, for watching, and have a good day.
Did you just turn like British or something?
A little bit.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Bye.